Hi everybody, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of Prison Architect. Let me unpause the game. It is Thursday, July 26, 2018. It is 4:21 p.m. Central Time in the USA. So let's see where we're at. We completed the yard, and the holding cell is in good shape, except I need a canteen for it. I have enough capacitors for my electricity at the prison. So let's see what room we're going to build next. We're going to build the dormitory next. Dormitory needs to be at least 2 by 3. I'm going to make it considerably larger. So there's 7, there's 5. That's a 5 by 5 room, because remember you have to account for the walls, 1 meter on each side. So that is a hell of a big dormitory, but let's do that. And we'll put a large door on there, and we will build our walls out to accommodate it. And we can take this. We can take that wall down, or I can put a door there. I think I'll take that wall down. And I don't have any prisoners here yet, so I don't have to worry about any consequences of having an unsecure prison just yet. And believe me, if when the prisoners see a way out, they get very excited very quickly. There's no question about it. So they're going to build this area, and this is going to be the dormitory. And this should last me for quite some time. So I shouldn't have the problem I had last time. And we're going to get our prisoners slower. Now I could put some outdoor lighting in the yard, but I'm not going to do that. In fact, I'm going to change when they eat and sleep and all of that, but I need to hire a warden first. And I'll hire a warden shortly. But let's go ahead and put this wall back. And let's make this an official dormitory. That was my phone acting up, if you heard it in the background. I have no idea if you could pick that up or not. Some kind of alert. We'll bring in some electricity. Now, let me see if I can get away with this. See how this goes. We'll put that wall back where it belongs. And let's see, I need some toilets and I need some bunk beds. We're going to do bunk beds. And I got to watch it on the... It's $500 a bed. Well, $250 a bed, $500 a bunk. I could put some toilets over here. Like the holding cell, this is just going to be an area for these people to sleep, for the women to sleep. There's not going to be a whole lot going on in here beyond that. And I might as well just fill this up. This will look like kind of like a military barracks, huh? I have a tendency to mumble, so I have to be careful with that. I have my microphone on the webcam. I will eventually get a better microphone. But I spent a lot of money to upgrade my system. I had an ancient laptop and it was overheating, and I didn't want to pop it open and redo the paste. You know, the heat sink paste or whatever it's called. I just didn't want to mess with that. It was a really old laptop. I can still use it, you know, to surf the internet, but I can't play games on it or do the things that I can't do anything that's going to make it stress, because it'll overheat and shut down. So it was pretty much useless to me. I will give them a tiny bit of privacy, but not too much. I still want the guards to be able to look in and just make sure that they're not up to no good. They're not up to anything stupid. Now this allows me to actually bring prisoners in. And that worked. So that's all I needed to do. And that entire room is electrified. So now I need to bring in some pipes. And the pipes are right there, so I'm in good shape. It is the next day. So today, as you can see, it's 1 a.m. game time. So I'm going to go down here to reports in the lower right. And it's 4:28 right now, my time. So I'm going to run this. I think I started it at 4:22, something like that. I'm going to run this till 5 o'clock, so about another 32 minutes. It's just an easy time to remember. And I'm only going to do, I think I can do more than one grand at a time. I'm just going to do one at a time. You can play however you like. Prisoner intake. So I'm going to allow number per day. See how much control it gives you? I'm only going to bring in one, and then on the next day I'll bring in two, and we'll step it up by one prisoner a day until it's 5 a day. And if we want to raise it above 5, we can. But like I said, I just want to play the game a little differently this time, just to give you a slightly different experience. Alright, we'll finish getting our bathroom done. And the bathroom is part of the dormitory. You know, I just gave them 5 bathrooms, that's all. So I can now, not including the holding cell. The holding cell, you're really not supposed to put beds in there and all that kind of thing. It's just to hold them in there for temporary purposes. But I can house 20 people now. Yeah, let me go back in here and make sure I'm only going to get minimum security prisoners. Intake. Yeah, they're going to be minimum security. I really only want minimum security for now. I guess this will be a good time as any to hire that warden. And now the warden needs an office. And I'll do all the cheap stuff first. And what do I want to do first? I think security won't be as important this time because I won't have so many prisoners early in the game. So we'll start with finance, but we need to build that office, as you can see. So we'll go over here. We're going to go to quick build, and we're going to build an office. And there it goes. And then we're going to take an extra step and we'll make this part of the prison. And then we will knock down this wall so they can get to it. So there's all of that. And as soon as that's complete, my warden will have her office. Drink some soda real quick. And once she has her office, it won't be like in the game before in Season 1, where she ran all over the prison, because we're not the warden in this game. So she's just pretty much going to hang out in her office, I think exclusively. I don't think she'll even come out at all. I wish they built it in the game where people would come out of their offices once in a while. Make it more realistic. But that's okay. And there we go. We'll get some electricity in there. And I can run the electricity right here straight up, but I want it to go through this switch. So I didn't want to put it side by side because that's how it looks, and I'm not real fond of that look when I do that. See how it kind of goes in 4 different directions? I'm not going for that look. It's just me. And this room is not officially online yet because it needs that canteen that I keep telling you about. So anyway, they'll finish that room eventually. I suppose I can bring, I'm going to need at least 1 guard, and I need 2 to complete this grant. But I need 1 to get ready for this prisoner. So, there's my 1 guard. Yeah, we'll get another one later on. There's no rush. Now, I think I'm going to put the shower right here. And then I'll make a door here so they can have easy access to it. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I think this will work. Let me see if there's a minimum requirement on the shower. Oh, as far as the size goes. So I'm going to be generous, and I'm just going to put a regular door right here, and I'm going to do it again over here because it's going to be part of the hallway there. I don't know if I'm 100% with that idea or not, but we're going to go with it for now, and I can always change it later on. I can build another shower for the rest of the prison. This will work for now. Alright, so I'm going to click on bureaucracy, and we got about 5 game hours, and then we'll have finance, and then we'll figure out our next thing to go with, and it'll probably be legal. All the doors are open right now because we don't have any prisoners, so they have the free reign of the prison right now. I'll tell you another thing I need to do before I forget, like I did in the last game, is build that hallway. 2. And then I'll build the kitchen and the canteen over here to the left of the dormitory. makes sense to put it there. I could put a door there too. I'm not 100% with that idea, but I'll do it. It kind of goes against common sense. Okay, do I need to put electricity in here? Yes. So, I guess I'll run it like that. And you can see I still have a ton of space to build in. This is just debris from buildings that have since fallen apart. Yeah, we got some trees. We got a lot going on here. I need 1,000 subscribers and I need 4,000 viewing hours before I can start making a little bit of money on the side by doing this. And who doesn't want to get paid to play video games, right? And I'm not going to keep it a secret. I'm not very good at this. I'm just starting off, but I'll coach you all the way through this if you want me to. So if you want to put together a decent system and try to make a little bit of money playing games and doing game commentary is what I call it, I won't try to keep any secrets from you. Just ask me the questions that are going through your mind, and you know, you can put them in the comments, and I'll give you the best information I have. Just remember that I'm a beginner at this, so I'm learning as I go. I may learn even more from you. So right now I think I have 1 subscriber. Yay! It's a start. And more walls coming, they're just not here yet. Demolish walls. Demolish that wall. And this is a perimeter wall, and you know, you can put it all the way on the outside of the property, and it is a very secure wall. They're going to have a hell of a time trying to get through that wall. Hopefully, if I treat my prisoners right, and I intend to, they won't try to escape. They'll do their time, and these women will get rehabilitated and back into society where they belong. Okay, let's go ahead and declare this our shower. And we need a whole bunch of shower heads. So I'll put a bench in here if it'll fit. That's not a bench. Try this again. I'll put a bench in here if it'll fit. And I don't know why they would want to sit there. You know, you can make your jokes if you want, but couple different ways I can do this. I thought about putting walls in between the shower stalls, but this is prison, so they don't need that kind of privacy. I could also put some toilets in here. No, they have toilets down here. They have plenty of toilets. These shower heads are only 20 bucks a pop, so I'm not that concerned about it. Something else I need to put in here are drains. I'm going to put one by the door so we don't have a big mess. I'm going to put another one by this door. And then I'm going to put a drain underneath every shower stall. This won't catch all of the water, but it'll catch most of it. And it should keep the water from leaving the room, because if it leaves the room, it's just a big ass mess. if I need to, I'll put a drain, you know. Let's just see how it works. I can put more drains in around where these doors are. I guess I can put one in right under the door, but we'll just see how it works out. So as he put these in, I'll put the small pipes in. I'll put the master pipes in, or the large pipes. Wow, they got this in quick, didn't they? They ain't playing. Do I have my prisoner yet? My prisoner's about to show up. Well, you can see it. On the left here. On the right, I'm sorry. So we'll do the small pipes. Yep, that's right. And then we need the large pipes. And I'll bring that down just like that. And we're in good shape. And my electricity is doing great. No issues there. Here is the prison bus. So now I'm going to go into reports, and we're going to bring it up to 2. I got to remember to do that. And it's going to be minimum security because medium security is closed. You see that? So they want to send us 6 and they want to send us 9 minimum security, but I'm only accepting 2. Prisoner's about to get off the bus. The security guard is anxiously waiting for her arrival. And there is Maya Wilson, 41 years old, sentenced to 15 years. So we're on day 2. In this game, a day and a year are the same thing for multiple crimes, including gross indecency and perjury. So she did 12 years for blackmail, but she's already done those 12 years. So she's a career criminal. And she did 6 years for perjury and 9 years for gross indecency. So those sentences are not consecutive. And look, she's got kids. I don't know how she had the time to make some kids, but what a disaster her life is, huh? Golly. 2% chance of reoffending. I think that number is 98% off. I think as soon as she gets out of prison, she's going to reoffend. She is a loser. Now, in the other game, in Season 1, I could bring my warden down and my warden could unlock doors. In this season, Season 2, the warden can't do that because I do not control the warden. And we're just going to leave it as is for now. Okay, well, we have some idle time. I am going to build the canteen up here, and I'm going to build, I'm going to build the canteen down here. And does it need to be a particular, oh, you know what, there is, where is it? Canteen, we're just going to cheat. We're going to do it the easy way. That's not perfect, but it'll work. So the guard's going to let them in. They're really impatient. They're behind schedule, they say. And these are the supplies for my canteen. And then we'll build the kitchen, we'll bring in the cooks, and I will complete that grant, the Basic Detention Center grant. It's a big job completing that grant. Miss Wilson likes to complain a lot, as you can hear. Oh, we found some drugs on her. Are you kidding me? Is that in here anywhere? It's not, but sure enough, she had some drugs. I don't know if you saw that or not. You can rewind it if you missed it. Now look on here. I can end her punishment anytime I want. I can make her a minimum, normal, maximum, protective, supermax. You get a lot of power in here. I can search the prisoner. I can search her cell. I can search the whole block that she's in, and I even have some flexibility on her punishment. How long she has to be locked up in her cell, how long she has to be locked up in solitaire, and I don't need a legitimate reason. I can just be an asshole and treat her like shit if I want to. Oh, and he's on break. So while he's on break, these guys are... that sucks. They should have the key. That's going to slow down my construction big time. And that's reason enough to hire another guard, right? So let's do it. Now I'm going to have about one guard for every 5 prisoners, but early on I'm going to need more guards to handle situations like what you just saw here. I can't have my only guard in the prison on break and no guard on duty with a prisoner on the premises in the reception room with access to a desk and the computer and all of that. That's insane. So I had no choice. To keep the game realistic, I had to hire another guard. It's hard to find good help. And I will point out this person. I mean, how hard can it be to just have to guard one prisoner in the entire prison? Man. Whatever. That's pretty lame, though. So I'm going to build this room before I build the kitchen. But I will take a sneak peek at the kitchen and not much to it. Oh, look what I did. I got anxious. You knew I was going to do that. I don't like the layout though, I'm just being lazy. And then there's this thing here called planning, and you can, this allows you to just draw things out without having any consequences. I don't use that, but you might have a need to use it. This prisoner's ready to go to their cell, but they may not be able to because the kitchen's not online yet, or the canteen. So this room is not legit yet. Since the kitchen and canteen are not online, the dormitory is not online, and neither is the holding cell. It's kind of messed up. It's government regulation. Now check this out. I'm making $4,000 a day with only that one prisoner. And I can't see how I'm doing that. Yeah, I can. Isn't there a... I thought there was a way. We'll circle back to that. Alright. I'm going to move the shower down one. And I'm going to allow them more free time. There. that looks better. Yep, and then there, don't you think? Did you see what I did there? So now my regime, I came out of there kind of quick, but I don't have as much lockup time. The only time they're really going to be locked up is when they're sleeping. They have a lot of free time, so we'll change that later on, but so now the holding cell in the dormitory are online, and this guard may handle that, may transport the prisoner, or not. Here's the other one in here, checking everything out. I think they're going to wait until my kitchen's online. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my cooks. I need 2 cooks to complete. So there are my 2 cooks. I need to hire an accountant, so I need an office. So I'm going to go over here to quick build, and I'm going to build an office. I'll run over here, flip this around. Got a little piece there, I'll deal with that later. I am going to make a couple of modifications. I'm going to wait for them to finish building these walls though. Then I'll do the pipes in the electric. But I did get the money for my grant, so we're going to go over here and we're going to see what other kind of grants are available to us. And what is this grant? Build 2 offices, hire a warden. We're going to do the administrative center grant. And all I need to do with this one is build that second office, which is already under construction, and hire an accountant. And I already got $5,000. It's a $10,000 grant. I already got $5,000 from it for accepting the grant, and I'll get the other $5,000 when those 2 things are complete. Okay. Let's get some electricity in here before I have trouble. I'm going to do it like that. And I'll even create secondary access for the electricity. And I think that will power both rooms. And now I'm going to do the pipes. And I'll do it in all 3, even though I don't have to. And run it right down that wall. So we'll finish setting up the kitchen and the canteen, and then I will probably wrap up episode 2. Make this a room. There it is. I didn't see that a second ago. And I will hire my accountant now, so that's all my employees. I will make my accountant walk to her office Just because that's how I am. And looks like my prisoner has been transported to the dormitory. Now, since I'm not the warden, look at this. He's on break and he's standing right by the door. He sucks. See, I can only see what these guys see. So I don't know where my prisoner is, but my prisoner is around somewhere. I don't know why. Oh, she doesn't want to go to her office because she can't get in there. She wants to go, but she doesn't have access to it. The last time that happened, I think that was in the end of episode 1, season 1, and I was trapped in there. It took me a little while to get out. And I don't know where my prisoner is. But they're here somewhere. You know what? They're probably in the yard. It's yard time, and might be in the yard. I don't know, but they're on premise. If she wasn't on the premises, that number would say 0. If she would have escaped. Oh, I need to bring electricity to. No, it's coming. I need to be patient. That's what I need to do. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of things. Why is this still... I think that'll fix itself in time. All right. Okay, I'm going to put a table in here, and I'm going to put it right down the center of the room. And I'm also going to put a trash bin in here. Make sure it's facing the right way, that's important. And I'm going to put a trash bin in here. I don't like the layout. I'm going to put a trash bin in there, but I'll do that in a little bit. I'm going to extend this wall. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to remodel this a little bit, and then we'll call it. So we're going to go just a little bit over on time. Yeah, that'll work. And 2, 3. I'm gonna have to wait because I played this game enough to know it's gonna be a great big mess if I do it like that. I want to create a hallway to go from the kitchen to the canteen. So they don't have to walk all the way around. I'll show you. I don't know if they're actually going to use that table, but I think it makes sense to put it in there. That's a table, right? Not a bench? Yeah. So they got to walk all the way around to get to it, but that's all right. So we're going to go over on time just a little bit so I can complete my my canteen and kitchen. So right now my electricity is at about 50%, but I can add another capacitor and that'll bring it down. I wish I knew where that prisoner was. If they're here somewhere, that number would be 0. I'm going to go into bureaucracy because that's done. And legal is 5,000. We're not going to do that yet. We'll do security. We'll increase our security. There we go. Yeah, it's fine that that wall came down because I was going to take it down anyway. So this is going to be part of the canteen. And I'll clean up all that rubble here in a little bit. And now that that's done, I'm going to build a little hallway. Now you see how I did that? That's one wall. 4 meters is one wall. 1 meter is one wall. 1 meter is the other wall on the other side. And then the 2 meters in between because I'm doing 2-meter hallways. In episode 1 I did 1-meter hallways. So now I'm going to dismantle this door. And I'm going to put a little ball right here. And that's done. I just want one door going in there. It looks okay with 2, I just want 1. That's all. And we're going to bring that trash can in here. Now the trash can really needs to be on this end, but I'm going to use a little creative license and put it on the front row there. So you'll see the trash can before you get all your food, but I mean it kind of makes sense, I guess. You know, you get all your food and then when you're done eating you go over here and throw it away. I just think it would look better on this side, but I'm not going to move all of that and wait for that process to go. I see no signs of a prisoner. Now if I was the warden, I would go looking for that prisoner. They're here somewhere. Here comes the extension or the hallway. I'm not sure which way I'm not sure if I'm just gonna have this as a hallway or I'll probably make this part of the kitchen because I don't want them to go down this hallway to bring the food in and out. I want them to go down here if that's possible. If they don't follow my instructions, and there's not much I can do about it. When they're done, I'll knock down the wall here and over here. Here comes my trash can. Get that out of your way. Oh, it did it for me, thank you. But I'm going to put some of that wall back up. Do I need to wire those? No, they haven't put the lights in yet. So we'll put in some lights here. And I'm going to make this part of the kitchen in hopes that they'll use it. And I'm actually going to bring this wall all the way down, and then I'm going to put a staff door right here, and I'm going to take this door out, and I'm going to put a staff door right there as well. I don't want the prisoners to have free reign of the kitchen. I think that's a terrible idea. Now these things that, these objects that I dismantle, they go into storage. I'll show you. I don't know if I have anything in storage right now or not. Yeah, see, they go into storage, and I can use those again later on. Let me check a room here. Exports, I'm looking for, I thought I had, how come those tree stumps are in storage? That's weird. No explanation. So what do you think of the game overall? Now, I haven't shown you much of it. You may or may not be familiar with it, but what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments if you would. I would appreciate it. Can I hire any new people? Any new positions? Not yet. Okay, so I have my 2 cooks. Kitchen is secure. They still have not assigned that prisoner to the canteen. The other prisoners were assigned. Maybe enough prisoners haven't shown up. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to wrap up episode 2. And I thank you for watching. Please give me a like and a subscribe if you're not subscribing already. And go ahead and throw some comments in there. Just let me know what you think. I don't mind if you put some criticism in there, but please don't be just completely negative, if you know what I mean. Don't be a troll. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Good night.